Hey guys, so this is Lucy Euphoria Dynamo optimization tips. So let's start with, for the first tips, if there is sufficient dynamo to charge pulsing field to level 3, there is no need to use Lucy's attack to charge it anymore. I mean, that is pretty obvious, right? But sometimes you still want to use Lucy's incantation because you want to gain her ultimate while you are in pulsing field level 3. So in this case, if you already can charge it, if you want to gain Moxie, then just shift your incantation around. So in the way that you will be able to preserve her Dynamo. Why do you want to preserve her Dynamo? That's because every Dynamo stack is 8% relative damage. So if you have a lot of Dynamo stacks, at maximum is 30, you are doing 240 more relative damage. For your information, she has a buff called Overcharged Ammunition. So there are a few ways to get Overcharged Ammunition, and basically what Overcharged Ammunition does is that before you attack, you will gain 10 Dynamo. So this will ensure Lucy will deal 80% more relative damage when she attacks. So Overcharged Ammunition, how do you get it? First of all, when you crit, while pulsing field is level 3, you get 1 stack. So she consumes 1 stack and then you gain back 1 stack, as long as you crit. When pulsing field enter level 3, you get 2 stack, and when Lucy uses ultimate, you get 2 stacks. So technically you can get 4 stacks, but she only consumes 1 per attack. But do note that the follow-up attack does not consume Overcharged Ammunition. It is only her active incantation that she cast. Okay, let us look at the showcase now. I already got the pulsing field to level 3, and pay attention to Lucy's Dynamo is at 30 stacks, and for Auric buff ultimate might 70%, damage taken reduction down on enemy is also 70%. And now I'll be attacking with Lucy's incantation and ultimate. Okay. So pay attention to the damage and also the Dynamo stack if you can. Just zoom a little onto the top of Lucy's head, then you look at the Dynamo stack, how it changed. So here I'm doing 149,000 and then 100,000, but I'm losing my Dynamo stacks. Okay, 131 and 131. Now I have very low Dynamo stacks. So this only does 50,000, but that's alright. Now we want to see what happens if we start with Lucy having very low Dynamo. Okay, so this second part, Lucy now have only 1 Dynamo stacks, right? But the ultimate might from Auric as well as damage taken down is the same. I'm using Ezra ultimate here first, just to ensure that Lucy have enough discernment. So that there is a slight difference now in the last attack, because in my previous run I did not use Ezra ultimate first, right? Okay, so this first attack I expect it to be much lower because the Dynamo stack is only 1. Okay, so we can see, yes, it's only 100,000. The other one was 149. This one is also lower, 81, but this is higher now because the previous round the AoE attack was done after the follow-up attack, so there is no more Dynamo stacks and discernment, but this time there is. Okay, for tips number 2, use others' incantation first during pulsing field level 3 before Lucy to increase her Dynamo, hence her damage. That's because every time an ally gain Eureka or Moxie, Lucy will gain Dynamo. So if you use, like for example the image there, you use Ezra incantation first, so by the time Lucy attack, she will get 1 more Dynamo stack. So the more Dynamo stack, the more damage that she will do. So again, for showcase, now Lucy here have 18 stack of Dynamo. So we're gonna use Ezra incantations. Okay, let me reset. Right, 1 more. Just going to randomly use Bebbles, and then to Lucy's attack. So pay attention on the Dynamo. Okay, so you can see the Dynamo increasing. Right, 20, 21, 22, 24, and then she attacks. Alright, so the damage is higher, but this damage is higher because I have her resonance. So previous part of the video I did not have her resonance, so she was doing lower damage. For tips 3, which is about overcharged ammunition. So how does Lucy gain overcharged ammunition? First of all, every crit she does, except for follow-up attacks. So if she trigger follow-up attack, that will not generate any overcharged ammunition. Apart from critting, when she uses the ultimate, she gains 2 stacks of overcharged ammunition, and during both rounds, while you are in pulsing field level 3, you will also gain 2 overcharged ammunition each. The text written in-game, it says that when reaching pulsing field level 3, you gain 2 stacks. But from my run, I noticed that at the beginning of the second round, while I was in pulsing field level 3, I did get 2 stacks. Okay? So this means that you will likely to get quite a lot of stacks of overcharged ammunition. So apart from using it for higher damage, some of it will remain, and you can basically use it after the pulsing field has reset back to level 1, and you can use it to charge the pulsing field again. Okay, so here let us see the overcharged ammunition. Alright, so now enter pulsing field level 3, so let's look at Lucy. Okay, Lucy here have 2 stacks of overcharged ammunition. So if you want, you can slow down this part and again zoom in a little and look at Lucy overcharged ammunition. How it is increasing, decreasing, being used up, being generated. Alright, so here is the end of the first round of pulsing field level 3. So let us look at Lucy's overcharged ammunition again. So you notice that it has increased, right? It was at 2 stacks, but after the start of the second round while pulsing field is at level 3, then the number of stacks increases to 4. Okay, so it seems that, yeah, it does grant her another 2 stacks. Alright, so let us just complete. Now pulsing field is back at level 1. Let's look back at the overcharged ammunition. And we have 4 stacks again. And now all of this can be used to charge the pulsing field. Okay, each time 10, 20, 30. Okay, so you have 40 over 50. So there's 30 just from Lucy. So later when Sharon is here in the global version and you are using the full set of Dynamo team together with the new myth manifest that is tailored for Dynamo, then you can even charge the field just in one round. Like pulsing field reset back to 0, and in that round itself it goes all the way to 90 and then goes to pulsing field level 3 again. Some of you has asked me, who is contributing to Dynamo, who is charging it more, who can infuse it more. So here I just do a simple summary. Lucy herself, when she gained Moxie, she gained Dynamo. When Ally gained Moxie, she also gained Dynamo. Herself is 2, Ally is 1, and Ally gained Eureka is also 1. Using 1 stack of overcharged ammunition also give Lucy 10 Dynamo. So how does Lucy infuse the Dynamo into the field? Is basically using a reinforced incantation, her S1, her S2. So be careful because at the start of the round, you only choose one of her incantation to get upgraded, become a reinforced incantation. So only that one can infuse Dynamo. So if you use both of her skill at round 1, only one of it can infuse. So be careful with that. But once you have upgraded the other incantation, then both of it can do the same. Her follow-up attack can also be reinforced, which means that it also can infuse Dynamo. Okay, which is why previously it is not generating overcharged ammunition when critting, but it is still infusing Dynamo the entire time, which is why the Dynamo was depleting and the overcharged ammunition was also depleting. For Ezra, it's really simple. Every time Ezra uses his ultimate S1 or S2, he gains 10 per use. End of round, he infuses max of 20 stacks If he has 15, he infused 15. If he has 30, he still infused 20. Okay. For Auric, he gained 5 per instant Dynamo is infused in 1 round. Okay, so let's say if you have 2 characters, Ezra and Auric, and at the end of the round, both of them infuse, so that's 2 instant, Auric will gain back 10. Yeah. So Auric one is a bit tricky, especially with character like Lucy, because Lucy can have several instances. Every time she attacks with reinforced incantation, there's an instant of infusing Dynamo. So which means Auric will get more if you have characters like Lucy. Actually, him herself can also infuse several times in 1 round. For example, if you are using S1 while in structural analysis, so you infuse 5. If you are using S2 while in frequency analysis, then you infuse another 5. If you use his ultimate, he will instantly gain 30, but maximum is 30. So here is a bit something that you got to be aware about is that, let's say you have 20 Dynamo, then you use Auric's ultimate. That will increase the Dynamo to 30. So technically you just gain 10. Okay, so it's not exactly like you gain all 30. You just gain 10, and he will infuse all of them into the electric field. And if you have any left at the end of round, then you infuse maximum of another 15 stacks of Dynamo into the pulsing field. For Charon, that I will cover later when he is released. So this currently is the 3 character, the 3 Dynamo character that we have, Lucy, Ezra, and Auric. And here for the last tips, which is regarding Lucy's Dynamo team rotation. I have done several other videos previously for the rotation, so if you want to know detail about the rotation and the showcase, do check the video description because I put the link there. But generally, this tips 5, to sustain her force field, especially if your Lucy is P0 Lucy, she needs to use her ultimate every 2 rounds. So this makes her very AP hungry, quite difficult to play. If you have her as P2, then her force field will last 3 rounds, then it will make her rotation a little bit more flexible. But that is fine because now in this Dynamo setup, you just need to do the most damage when your pulsing field is at level 3. So you might want to consider to save her ultimate, as in don't use it if the pulsing field is not level 3, and only use it when it hits level 3. So for both rounds while pulsing field is level 3, she will do maximum damage. If you have P2, then it's much more flexible. You can even start using the ultimate 1 round before pulsing field level 3. Okay? Yeah. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. So I hope it does help you out. And have a good day.